This is the Nacimiento craft, the nativity scene craft that I'm actually using with Las Posadas because they gather around the nativity scene. So let me show you the different versions that are here. So each version has the Joseph, Mary, and the manger. There's two different versions of this. There is the one that's a little harder to cut out that can be for older students. But then there's also one that's a little easier because it has the oval so that they don't have to cut out so much of the detail. Then there's the wise men, and this is where the major differences occur. So depending on the traditions, so Hispanic tradition usually sets the wise men approaching the manger, coming to Jesus, as January the 6th. But then in Protestant tradition, they come on the 25th of December. So you've got two different versions for whichever tradition you want to teach. And then there's also the base. So the base one will be used in two different versions. So there's one where you cut here so that the date makes a window so that students can move the wise men closer day by day. And then there's the plain base that has no cutout, because there's also the last option of the wise men that don't have a date at all. So you've got the regular cutout and then you've got the simple cutout. So this is the simplest version of the entire project, but you have several, as you can see, different version. Most of the differences in the version are based on the wise men. So you've got the no date regular cutout, you've got the 25th arrival, you've got the January 6th arrival, and then you've got the easiest cutout. So what I'm going to show you is I've cut out the different pieces. I'm going to show you how to put it together. So first of all, it says to fold. So you fold on that line, folding it up towards the picture, and then folding here again up, and then this says fold here and glue to the base. So what you're going to do, actually you're going to fold it the opposite. Well, no, that works. So what you're going to do is put your glue there. Whoop. Glue it to the base. All right, and making sure not to glue that because all of your models of the wise men are going to fit in there. So you've got the Mary and Joseph. So you're going to fold, and it says glue them here. So the kids will know because it actually fits there. They're going to be facing forward. All right, so they're in there. And then on the wise men, you're going to fold back on that. And this flap just keeps it stable as it's sliding. So you just slide that piece in and your wise man will slide closer. So this is the one with no dates, and the manger is purposely left open because Jesus is a separate figure that you can add on December the 24th. So the other version with the slide and the more complicated version will look something like this. So you cut out the window and your wise man can slide closer.